It's story time. Story time with Miss. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It's story time with Miss Doris. I have an awesome book to read to you guys on today. And guess what? We have our guest, Miss Minnie, is our guest on today. But our story we're going to be reading today is Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood is our story, what we are going to be reading on today. Hello, Sophia. I missed you, Sophia. How are you on today, my little princess? Well, guess what? This is Miss Minnie, and she is our guest for today. Our story reading today is Minnie Red Riding Hood. Hello, Shakana. Hello, Shaquavia. How are you on today? I'm so glad you guys are tuning in to Story Time with Miss Doris. Well, I'm going to go ahead on and get started. I would like to say hello to all of you. Hello to all of you out there in Storytime land. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for Story Time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited to be reading you a book on today. Shout outs to all of you guys out there in Storytime land, PLCC family, BJ. Hello, Miss BJ, Mr. Ruben, elect lady in Paston, Washington. Hello, guys. Hello, brother Ordis. I hope you're having an awesome day on today. Lakeisha, J. Marie, brother-in-law Roger. Hello, guys. Hello, Rodney Tillman, all the way out in Louisiana. Hello to my Louisiana family. Hello, Miss Tori and Nikki out in Atlanta. Hello, guys. I missed you guys. I can't wait to fellowship with you guys at the end of the month. It's going to be awesome. Hello to Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs. I appreciate all of you on today. You guys are awesome. Well, guess what? What are you guys having for lunch today? Whatever you're having for our lunch, I know it's going to be really delicious. Hello and welcome to Storytime with Miss Doris. We have an awesome book for you on today. Minnie Red Riding Hood. I'm so excited to be reading you a book on today. Welcome to Storytime. Well, guys, when we get ready to do that Storytime song, make sure you are practicing safety first. We don't want you guys getting hurt, because that song really gets you moving. So when you move, make sure you're being careful. There it goes. What time is it? It's story time with Miss Doris. I want to hear you guys singing really loud. It's story time. I can't hear you, Shakana. Sophia, are you singing really loud? I know you are. Hello, Sarak. How are you? Hello, Callie. Sing to you. Tell you all just what to do. She'll read to you. Sing to you. Tell you all just what to do. It's story time with Miss. It's story. She's singing and dancing. Woo! Go Shakana. It's story time. Story time. I know you moms are singing that song. It's okay, because it really gets you moving. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Wow, you guys are awesome. I heard you singing so loud. Let's go ahead on. Have a seat while Miss Doris read you a story on today. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Let's see what's going on with Miss Minnie. Once upon a time, there was a kind-hearted girl who was loved by all who knew her. Her her grandmother had made her a cape of red wool as a gift. The girl wore it so often that her family and friends began to call her Red Riding Hood. It's story time. There she goes with the cape what her grandmother had made her. Story time. One day, Minnie Red Riding Hood baked a batch of oatmeal chocolate chip cookies for her dear grandmother, who had a bad cold. She placed them neatly into a tin. Grandmother would like the super strong cinnamon cough drops too, said Minnie, packing the second tin. Then she put on her Red Riding Hood, tucked her tins into a basket, and set off to see her grandmother. It's story time. The way to grandmother's house went right through the center of the village. Hello, Minnie Red Riding Hood called out a friendly shopkeeper. Good morning, said the apple seller. Minnie Red Riding Hood loved greeting the village folks as she walked down the main street, but she was not happy when she ran right into... Oh goodness, what did she run into? We shall see. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all, just ran right into a big bad Pete, the village meaning. Hello, Red, he sneered. What's in the basket? Well, sir, said Minnie politely, I'm taking cookies to my grandmother, who has a bad cold. Uh-oh, there's Mr. Pete. Mr. Big Bad Pete. Big Bad Pete's mouth began to water. He loved cookies. Minnie did not like the look on his face. I must be going. Goodbye, she called. As Minnie walked away, Big Bad Pete hurried off along another path that also led to... Oh my goodness, what do you guys think Mr. Bad Pete is up to? Can you guess, Sophie, what Mr. Bad Pete is up to? Sophie, you were singing that story time song. You're awesome, my little princess. Grandmother's house. As he sneaked in the front walk, Big Bad Pete spotted grandmother's watch hanging out to dry on the clothesline. He said, coming up with a crafty plan. Minutes later, Minnie Red Riding Hood skipped up the walk around towards grandmother's front door. Oh my goodness, I don't know what Mr. Big Bad Pete is up to, but we'll see. Because the girl could knock, before the girl could knock, Big Bad Pete jumped out behind the bush disguised as grandmother's clothing. Oh, hello, Minnie Red Riding Hood, squeaked Big Bad Pete, trying to sound like little old lady. Have you come to pay me a visit? Yes, Minnie Red Riding Hood stammered. Grandmother's cold must be very bad indeed, she thought. She looks awful. Oh my goodness. I don't think that's grandmother, Minnie. Be very careful. You guys make sure you stay away from strangers. The girl looked closely. Oh, grandmother, she said, what big ears you have. Grandmother has big ears now? Oh, goodness, we'll see. All too better to hear with my dear. Big Bad Pete squeak sweetly. And what big eyes you have, grandmother. Look at those big eyes, what Miss Minnie has compared to Mr. Pete's, said the girl. Big Bad Pete crept closer. Yes, Sophia, you are right. Strangers are dangerous. All the better to see you with, my dear. Oh, my goodness. Look at Mr. Big Bad Pete. He looks really, really scary. Doesn't look like Mother. Doesn't look like our grandmother. When you see strangers, don't talk to strangers, guys. Always be careful. Stay with an adult. Suddenly, Big Bad Pete snatched a tin out of Minnie Red Riding Hood's basket and threw off his disguise. Aha! Aha! He laughed wickedly. I tricked you. Now those cookies are all mine. As Minnie Red Riding Hood looked on, Big Bad Pete tore the cover off the tin, threw his head back, and emptied its entire contents into his mouth. Too bad for Big Bad Pete. Oh my goodness. What do you think happened to Mr. Pete? He was really mean. He shouldn't have did that to really. Hello, Royce. How are you on today, Royce? I'm glad you are tuning in. It was the wrong tin can. Those cinnamon cough drops were so super strong that Big Bad Pete's face turned bright pink and his eyes grew large. His whole mouth and throat felt like they were on fire. Water, 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 water. His mouth was so on fire, he yelled out for water. See, guys, I had to take a sip. Too bad, Mr. Big Bad Pete. I can't help you with my water because this is a story. I wouldn't help you anyway. You did wrong. His mouth and throat felt like they were on fire. Water, water, he grabs as he stumbled down the front walk. Just then, Minnie Red Riding Hood's grandmother opened the front door. There's the tin can of cinnamons that made his mouth on fire. Oh, hello, dear, said grandmother. How sweet of you to visit. I've brought you cookies, grandmother, said the girl. How delightful. Let's go inside. I'll make some cinnamon tea, said grandmother. There go Mr. Bad Pete running off. Minnie Red Riding Hood spent a very, very pleasant afternoon with her grandmother. And that meanie, Big Bad Pete, he ran off. I'm glad he ran off. He was really mean. I didn't want him to eat Granny's cookies. Spent a very awful afternoon with a super hot cinnamon throat. I'll never scare anyone again, he said. And no more of Minnie Red Riding Hood's cookies for me. There he goes, gulping down lots and lots of water. Wow, that's what you get, Mr. Big Bad Pete. You shouldn't have tried to steal her cookies. Well, the end. Wow, guys, that was an awesome story. Minnie Red Riding Hood. That was an awesome story on today. I enjoyed it. The end. Remember, guys, if you're not feeling well, always let mom and dad know you're not feeling well. And guess what? They will take really good care of you. When you're outside playing with your family and friends or the next door neighbors, make sure when you go inside, you are practicing Safety, safety first. Make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. And when you go out in public with mom and dad or nana and papa, what is this, guys? Can you tell me what this is? This is something that's going to keep you safe when you go out in public. Make sure, if you thought in your mind that this is a mask, you are right. This is a mask. Make sure you are wearing your mask at all times, because remember, we are still practicing safety first. We're still, whoa, awesome job, Royce. You are right. Make sure you guys are wearing your mask. We are still practicing safety first. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed our story on today. Minnie Red Riding Hood. There's Miss Minnie. Guys, remember, you are loved. If you're not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Doris smile that you are smiling. A wonderful, beautiful smile for you guys. Have an awesome. I'm glad you loved the story, Shakana. I missed you, Shakana. Well, guys, have an awesome, safe weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on next week. Guess what? We're celebrating Valentine's. How do you like my Valentine background? I love red. Red's my favorite color. Yes, I love those hearts. I love hearts. Hearts mean love. Hearts mean love. I love all of you guys. And remember, a smile just for you on today. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Take care and remember to smile.